Okay, so I'm in a live trade, people. I just got my kids ready for school, saw the opportunity, I jumped on, and I quickly ran over to a laptop to record it for you guys. Again, I hope you appreciate this. This is me trading live, and I'm sharing it with you guys. I'm gonna, well, look, this isn't even
Oh
staged, yeah.
shit!
I
What
don't
is
even know
that?
what's gonna happen, so this may be a loss. And if it's a loss, you're gonna see it's a loss. If it's a win, well, we'll talk about it. But regardless, I saw everything I needed to see to get into this trade. I may be a little bit early. I realize that now. I may be a little bit early, but from the back testing I've been doing recently, I've seen sometimes when we get the breaker structure, I don't need to see a flag before the breaker structure. It could happen after. Do you know what I mean? So normally, if you watch my channel, I like to see price come in, flag, then break structure. Okay, but what I saw today is it just came and just went down, fake breakout, and then came and break structure straight away. So what I'm expecting now is it to pull in here again, then pretend it's going down, flag up and go in. Okay. So the question is, if I'm usually waiting for the flag before the breaker structure, why did I get in so early? And it's again, like I said, it's from recent back testing. And I've seen that sometimes prices have been really aggressive, not giving that opportunity visible on M5, but it is visible on M1. So let's switch over to M1 and you can see we did get the flag before we broke this high. So
Sneaky, sneaky, sir.
got the flag, then broke that high. Okay, so I got in straight away when I saw that because the way prices been moving, it's almost like prices adapted to the way I scalp, and therefore it's taken into account that it can't move too slow. I know I'm being paranoid. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but I'm adapting based on the back testing and research I've done over the holidays. Okay, so let's talk about this trade. So we are on Euro USD. We're going to zoom out quickly and we're going to have a look. And as you can clearly see, we are trending up. Yep. No indicators needed to see that we are moving up. Price is getting higher. Okay. And where's it coming from? It's coming from this reversal, this major reversal. And since then, it's been breaking the selling pressure that was here previously. So breaking these previous lower highs. And it's just still trending up. And there's been no real break in this structure. So it's still going strong. And what it's done now is actually just pulled into a H1 flag, right? So we have a pole here, a flag, a pole out. And this zone from here to this low is the flag. So when price pulls back into there, you can expect some kind of reversal pattern, and that's what we got here: a breaking structure, a reversal pattern on the on M1, and a breaking structure on M5, and I got into a trade. So what I'm expecting now is price to continue going up. Now I'm not holding it to that high, so I'm just scalping it. And the question is how much I'm going to scalp it for. So I was actually meant to do a video for you today about risk to reward, and I saw this live trade opportunity, so I jumped in. So we're going to talk about this today, and in the next video, I'll talk to you guys about risk to reward. So let's quickly have a look. The other reason I decided to jump in so early is because I saw this gap. Okay, looks like we're about to get stopped out.
Bruh.
Should we give ourselves space? No, I'm going to take the loss. I saw this gap here. Okay, so it gapped down in the market, and then usually when these gaps happens, it gets filled up. So even though we're gonna get stopped out now, we're definitely gonna get stopped out now. I expect price to reverse at some point and come back and fill this gap. Okay, so I still believe it's bullish. The trend on the higher time frame is bullish still. What we saw on this high here is in a reversal pattern. So I don't expect this to reverse what's going on the higher time frame. Okay. So what I expect is it to be bought maybe further, reverse further down here. And if it does reverse further down here, I'm going to buy it again and try to be break even for the day. So I've taken one scalp. This will be my first scalp for the day. And if I lose the trade, I still got maybe another trade I could take with less size. So what I'm trying to focus on is my daily loss, which is what I mentioned in my previous video about risk management. So what I'm comfortable with losing is $180 per day. This is only risking about $90. So I could take another scalp. And if I win that scalp, it's then probably, if I go for a one-to-one, risking 80 or $100, I'll have a break-even day. So that's what we're looking at if I lose this trade. So taking that into mind, I'm like, okay, cool. If I win this trade, it's done. I made my money for the day. If I lose this trade, I got another opportunity to break even. And that's what I'm looking for. So that's why I've now looked at risk to reward in terms of my risk management. If I lose a trade, I got one more opportunity to break even. And even if I lose both trades, I've only lost $180, which is less than 1% of my account. The next day, I'll be able to make some of that back. And from my back testing, I've seen that it works. That if I just stay consistent, because I have a high win rate, even if I'm trading at a negative risk to reward ratio, 2.1, it's cool, right? I have a high win rate in the 80s. If I'm using a 1-to-1, it reduces my win rate, but with this setup that I've back tested and I'm used to, it's quite decent. Sometimes it gives me the same outcome as a negative risk to reward ratio. And it varies depending on the risk to reward ratio you use. Now, this is again something for the next video. So if you want to see that video, stay tuned. You know what to do, support the channel.
Okay.
So, yo, as you saw, I did not back out, I did not panic, and price is moving back in my direction. My TP was just above here. So we may actually get TP in this video. I did want to consider taking a little bit more because I believe this is a trend and it's going to continue and potentially run this high. For the sake of discipline, I'm going to stick to what I have back tested. In this situation, what I said I wanted for this trade was 10 pips. Okay, so we're going for 10 pips. That's it. There's no need to be greedy. I'm going to move it to where it should be. And maybe I can win this trade in this video. Okay, I'll show you guys. 10 pips, yes, it's only $100 for me. It represents 0.5% of my account balance, and I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm happy with zero point 0.5. If I could get zero point 0.5 every single day for maybe 20 trading days, I made maybe 10%. So I'm good with that. Okay, I don't need to go any faster than that. I've did all my back testing, did all my forward testing. I know my projections. If I could maintain zero point 0.5 per day, it's really good for the end of the year. I'm trying to trade for the whole year. So by the end of the year, if I can maintain that, it's good. Okay. So you saw that, people. You saw where the stop loss was. I did get in very early. I still could lose this trade, but as you saw, it just didn't run the stop loss. My stop loss is always beneath the low. I don't go to a lower time frame and look for a nice place to place my stop loss. I place my stop loss where I know it needs to be based on the scalping setup I've got and based on back testing. It needs to be at the swing low or the swing high, depending in which direction I'm going. So now hopefully we get another bullish candle here. It pushes up, beats this high, and if it does, it's done. Now it should do that because the stop loss is here. And the way this drove down makes you think it's going to continue this downtrend. And a lot of London traders. So this is just, I got in just before the start of the London session. So a lot of London session traders who saw this drive down would have sold it with this and left their stop loss just above there. And I'm waiting for price to push up to run those stop losses. So hopefully we see that in this video and we cap it up there. That's the wrap. That's a wrap for the video. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait patiently. This isn't an equal low, so I'm okay so far. If it was an equal low, I'll be getting out right now. Let me just check that actually. If it's an equal low, I'm out. It's equal lowish to be honest. But you know what? Like I said, I'm just gonna be disciplined and I'm gonna wait for the trade to play out. Probably to do some press ups or something to maintain my emotions, stay disciplined, stay focused. But I'm quite calm right now. We're just gonna be patient and we'll see how this plays out. It may take a while, so I may have to fast forward this, but I'll definitely keep it recorded and we'll see how it plays out. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna go and do some press ups while this plays out. All right, man. I am back. That was a quick 20 press ups. Feeling nice and relaxed now. Um, yeah, price is still moving in my direction. It's looking more likely to get TP, but at this stage you can't be sure. Let's have a look at H1. Yeah. Okay, so as you can see, nice bullish looking candle on the higher time frame. If this remains bullish, we are getting TP, obviously. But the way it's structured right now, it looks like it's going to run, fill this gap, and continue its trend. Oh yeah, okay. So I forgot to mention the other reason I got into this. So a little bit out of breath. But again, what I said about supply and demand and support and resistance. Support and resistance price point is right there. This previous daily high broke. You got price interacting there, as you can see, and use it as resistance, broke it, used it as support, and went off. As it came back here, it's using it as support to continue potentially this trend. So I got in based on that price point right there, right? So if you go to M5 now, you can see how price was bouncing on it, got underneath it, went up, bounced on it there, and that's what caused this bullish push. Let's have a look on M1, and you can see the interaction on that price point.
Nice.
So again, people, exactly how I trade, using information I learned from actually trading. I'm not just repeating a lot of what's being said. I'm not just trading with the trend. I'm not gaslighting people. I am not. I mean, I've seen a lot of things on the weekend, and it just makes me so upset to see that people are getting away with scamming. That's what I think it is. People are scamming out here, and they are using demo accounts, talking about them making 2,000 a trade on demo accounts. It's disgusting.
If you're doing it, stop it.
So yeah, be careful about that, people. There are a lot of people who are just making money from just talking about trading, but not actually trading, and then they're selling you mentorships,
Bruh.
selling you private discords and stuff like that. I don't do none of that. It doesn't make sense for me to do any of that. I am still learning to trade. How can I then sell you a course? I'm still learning to trade, you know. And to be fair, I was discussing this in my comment section with someone. If someone claims that they are profitable consistently, it would make sense that they provide proof, because it would really help their brand if they could provide proof. It makes sense. So if anyone's asking you to join a membership, private Discord, any of that, ask for some proof.
Show me the receipts.
Of their consistency that shows that their trades actually work, and it's not based on demo accounts, not based on back testing. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people getting away with just back testing. It's easy to back test and get results. I mean, with a live trade, there's raw emotions, and that's where people really mess up their accounts. So anyway, that's my rant over something I just wanted, that's been on my chest for a while. I wanted to discuss, and while we've got time here waiting for this trade to play out, I decided to discuss it with you guys. Anyway,
A few moments later.
it will look like we got TP, and there you go, TP. So I expect price to keep going, really go up a little bit higher to fill in some of this gap, running all of the liquidity on the Asian session, fill this gap, and potentially continue its uptrend until there's a proper reversal. This is not a proper reversal. What we saw lower down is a proper reversal. Okay, so on the H1 we saw a proper reversal. This isn't a proper reversal. This is essentially just a pullback. So I would expect price to reverse and then continue going up. I am just going to scalp it for 10 pip. It's too much speculation. So what I try to do is remove myself from that, use what I back tested. When I see the fake breakout here, it should pull in here and push back down to continue this trend. But what it does, it pushes here and breaks structure. As it closed there, you know, this was closing lower lows. It closed higher here. I expected there now to reverse because of what's going on a higher time frame, and it's already broke structure. Cool. I expected to pull in here, and as it pulled back up here, that should be my entry. But I got in a little bit early. Not gonna lie, a little bit early. But as you saw, it played out really well. I did not panic. I did not move my stop loss. I did not move to break even. Again, something I've seen people doing a lot recently. I don't move to break even. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Sometimes when you move it to break even, you lose a trade, and that could trigger you in the next situation. So this is what I'm saying. I'm seeing a lot of people who clearly are not trading, who are trading on demo accounts, because if you're moving to break even, that's emotions, right? And if you're losing a trade and then, so if you're winning the trade, but you lost it because you moved to break even, and then you see the trade go in your direction, that's not going to help you mentally. Next time you probably start messing around with that stop loss, you may move it back further and you lose the trade, keep on moving it back and you take a small L and make it a massive L. And I'm not trying to do that. I've already done that, man. I've done this in my first year. I'm not trying to do that in my third year. I'm trying to move forward with my trading. So that's a quick scalp. I was risking 10 pips, well, 9 pips, and I made 10 pips. So it's a 1-to-1, very quick scalp. I'm very happy with that. And that's my trading day done. So, yeah, instead of talking about what I wanted to talk to you guys again about, I gave you a live trade. Hopefully you appreciate this. Again, if you do have any questions, if you want to know more how I find the setups or stuff like that, let me know in the comment section. I am giving you guys all of this information for free. I am not charging you anything because I don't believe in charging you for things that I've learned for free. I don't see why I should put a price on it, and especially it's not unique to me. It's not me who created these setups or anything like that. I learned it from someone. It doesn't make sense for me to now sell it to you guys. I'm not here trying to hustle. If you appreciate that, you know what to do. Support the channel. Support the channel. Support the channel. And I'll keep on getting these examples out to you guys. This is Patrick signing out, and on to next time. Peace.